My name is Algimantas. I train spiritual teachers of the future for the whole of the planet. As I represent Creator, the Paradise Trinity, I am as His ambassador. I live in Lithuania, a small country at the Baltic Sea in Europe. Now, I want to present my spiritual teaching being here in downtown of the second largest city of Lithuania, Kaunas. This is the City Hall Square, which is all under repair. So that's why there are plenty of barriers and the traffic is very limited. Plus, now is the beginning of October, the 4th of October, 2024. Well, actually, there is time on all planets, anywhere in the whole of creation. There is no time on the focus or concentration of the energy vibrations of Creator. That is on His dwelling abode, which is called Paradise, and which is in the very center of the whole of creation. There is no time. Paradise is timeless. Creator is above time. Therefore, He should have an appropriate dwelling abode for the concentration of His energy. All energy is emitted by Creator out of Paradise through different agencies, different power centers, energy supervisors of different level. And while speaking about Creator, about spiritual issues, I try to attract people's attention that even what is around them, all the ambience, should be linked up with Creator. Creator is not a dogma, not a non-existing phenomenon or person that is being given to humans for some evil purpose by somebody. No. The problem that we don't have an adequate knowledge of Creator is because Creator is far away from our planet. And Creator designed an evolutionary plan. Evolution. That is development from, say, the current moment to a higher level and brighter future, to a brighter light, so that every person would manifest himself or herself for the benefit of the whole. And I mean for the benefit of the whole of creation. All planets, universes, all constellations, local systems, inhabited planets. So all this should be like a priority of every personality, to discover Creator within and operate for the benefit of the whole, for the benefit of all. And all the prophets, all spiritual teachers that would come to our planet, they were trying to address people that they would expand their outlook, that they would expand their views on Creator, on themselves. What is the purpose of their living? And all the same, with passing generations, they distorted this spiritual light. Therefore, they were trying to suit revelations given by different spiritual teachers, even of high spiritual rank, incarnated in the human form, including Jesus himself, because he is one of the two creators of the local universe. And his gospel has been presented to humans 2,000 years ago. The fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man. But it has been distorted, unfortunately, even till now. But I told you, I represent Creator, the Paradise Trinity I am. I expanded Jesus' gospel up to the brotherhood of the whole of creation, of souls and spirits, of different ranks. Therefore, the whole of creation family are brothers and sisters in spirit, brethren among themselves, as Creator is one for the whole of creation. And plus, I also proclaim my own gospel. Creator is real, living, and he is inhabiting our mind. That is not our brain, which is material, but our consciousness, subconsciousness, and even superconsciousness, because the superconsciousness channel is meant for our communion with Creator. Communion, that is, living relationship with Creator. And this living relation, this living communion is being channeled through our superconsciousness. While we are praying, all prayer messages reach Creator also out of our superconsciousness. But in this case, you should open up your spiritual personality sincerely. If you are praying just mechanically, thinking about pancakes or any cake, this sort of message, prayer message, petition, shall not reach Creator, because Creator is spiritual and even the source and center of spirits, of spiritual personalities. That's why he's communing with us through his fragment, inhabiting our mind, but not brain, our process of thinking. And the more we devote our personality to Creator by our living, by our mode of living, the more we are communing with Creator, the brighter is our outlook and thinking, and the easier for the Spirit of Creator, called Thought Adjuster, to establish relationship with each of us, even on our conscious level, not only through our subconsciousness and superconsciousness. While in our prayer we are using these channels, super consciousness, and while we are asleep, consciousness is disconnected thought adjuster is giving us teachings into our subconsciousness. So that's why once we discover Creator within, once we begin to feel, and this experience testifies to our consciousness, we have discovered Creator within. It's like we discover some material object somewhere in search for which we devoted our, say, energy and efforts, time, and we find this object. Then we use it because we do know, our experience tells us we found the object. The same applies to the discovery of Creator within. So I want to attract your attention that spiritual teachings, it's awful. I'm also the first season riding a motorbike, but mine is quiet in comparison with these guys. So I want to attract your attention that our idea about God, about creation, about our planet, about its evolution, about ourselves as human beings, Homo sapiens, is very limited. That's why we should rely the knowledge about all these issues on revelations. And revelations are different stories given to us by higher spiritual personalities. That is, they are describing their environment, like I'm standing in the downtown of the city I live in. So I know, because I see when I look around, what is this downtown, and I can describe it. So the same applies to revelation authorships. Each revelation has its author, and each one is revealing reality that they are operating in, that they know this reality. That's why the top spiritual personalities, they are even generated by Creator Himself directly. Therefore, they know the environment, the paradise, like we know our own dwelling abode. That's why all these revelations, when they are passed by the original personalities, they are reflecting truth, reality, and our future, because each revelation is given to expand our outlook, that by expanding it, we might make better decisions and implement these decisions for the well-being of the whole, not of the human family, but of the mankind, of the whole of the planet, to leave a better environment than we have received from the previous generations. And that applies to each generation, to leave a better environment for the coming generation. And after the resurrection of this personality, not the body, it's a temporary material vehicle provided, or rather leased by Creator, to our operation on this initial planet, on the way to paradise, while implementing our destiny bestowed by us, bestowed to us by Creator. So we have this material body, which is actually the temple of Creator in the flesh. Since first our spiritual personality is inhabiting this material vehicle, and his fragment, Creator's fragment, thought adjuster, is indwelling our mind. So that's why we should have our faith in Creator and the revelations we might see as written books, or you might hear by some spiritual teachers presenting their teachings. So this revelation is also reflecting a broader idea of truth, of reality. And you should have belief in what you are either reading or hearing, but you should test all this, say, assertions in your practice, by your life, by opening your personality to Creator Himself and receiving response from Creator, because Creator is responding to your sincere prayers by teachings. And if you arrange your subconsciousness full of different mess, pollution of different assertions, distorted truth, your subconsciousness will be filled up with meaningful information, and you will expand your understanding of the environment, and you will try to link up this environment with the source and center of energy, Creator Himself. Everything, repeat again, everything in creation is related in a living system. Even though you might consider that this planet is abandoned by God, by all superpowers, as it is a lot of mess on the planet. No, the further away from paradise, from Creator, His sons and daughters operate in creation, the more they are apt to making mistakes and misjudging a lot of different assertions according to their understanding. And since we're the furthest away from paradise and still in the material form, of course, we're making plenty of mistakes, plenty of evil deeds, and we care only about our own comfort and of this material body, but we simply neglect spiritual personality, which is the core of this material body. So we lose out of our sight the foundation itself, and we're trying to build up our life in the planet as a form of civilization without foundation. Can a house last for long without foundation? No way. The more so, spiritual personality cannot manifest itself without first discovering the source and center of creation and this personality. This is the foundation for all, absolutely for all. It's an axioma that, unfortunately, to humans requires some proving, because they have no experience of living with Creator. Behind me, there is the biggest cathedral in Lithuania. It's wonderful from inside. Wonderful. But people who come to the Catholic Mass, they perform a ritual, material, visible ritual, by kneeling down, standing up, sitting down, standing up, by performing different signs, crossing themselves. But the spiritual personality is asleep. It's not wakened up, because there are no priests who should be born of spirit. That's why they stick to different rituals, depending upon the occasion of the Mass. One ritual is performed on the eve of Christmas, when they are expecting each year resurrection of Jesus Christ. Another ritual, and the way the Catholic Mass is going on Easter holidays, it's variation of rituals only. But there is no open spiritual personality, both of the priest, who should be the leader of the community, religious community, and the parishioners, believers, Catholics. That's why I am representing Creator, just to enlighten people, to enlighten you spiritually, that you would focus your attention on Creator and nobody else. Lay the foundation, which is the biggest, and all the smaller things will be within. And don't try to make yourselves better, free from vices, by trying to attend different courses, yoga, some practices, just to pacify your mind. It's futile. Everything you might drink as a living water and bite as a living bread, by opening up the Creator, like Jesus was opening up while on our planet 2,000 years ago. This is the only way, but it embraces the whole of creation. And that's why I was asked by Creator to set up the living religion, the religion of revelation, the religion named after Creator, the Paradise Trinity I Am, and the living temple, the Paradise Trinity I Am living temple. And I lead this worship service of Creator. And today, there was a living service. Not in this church, no. We were interconnected through Skype. And we were in different cities, different places. But once in a fortnight, we assemble in the city, face to face. And this is a wonderful experience when we open up our personalities in this moment We're communing with Creator through our superconsciousness. And the words of our prayers are coming out of our spiritual personality without learning any text of the prayer from prayer books. We don't have such. This is a living experience with Creator. And it is the only way to get liberated from all vices: anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, brutality, deception, lying, and all of a sudden you are filled up with Creator's love, mercy, justice, truth, goodness, beauty. All this is coming from that great source and center. And everything is within Him. And we are within Him. But He has bestowed His Spirit upon us. So He is within us, each of us. This is a living bridge of Creator to each of us. Therefore, I try to expand your understanding, and plus that you would try to do what I'm telling you. Just talk with Creator in your own words, but sincerely, as a spiritual personality which is indwelling this body. And you will testify my words as the ones that are revealing truth, not only to you, but to everybody. And I know what I speak of.